Welcome to iTwist Wrench TV. On today's episode, we're going to be tearing down a 224 Pro Max from Harbor Freight. If you do not want your engine to look like this when we're done, I would highly recommend clicking away. Or if you're interested in figuring out how it's done, stay tuned. Here's a short list of all of the tools that you're going to need to complete this job that we're doing here today. I did miss a 1/4-inch wrench on this list. Go ahead, pull all the packaging material off the engine. Get the 2 carburetor nuts off of the carburetor studs here. I pull the airbox as one complete unit. We do things a little bit differently here at iTwist Wrench TV. I'm a little bit rougher with these small engines than most are. At the end of the day, they're going to run. Someone's going to have fun with them. I do everything right. I do go for longevity and everything, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to build this like we're building a big block. So let's get this fuel line out of here. Get the carburetor pulled. Go ahead, keep getting this fuel line up out of here so we can continue getting the carb off of the engine. Stay tuned for the rebuild video on this. We're going to do a governor removal on this engine. Billet flywheel, billet connecting rod. It's going to have no governor, of course. We're going to put that back together with the stock carb on it, and then after that, we'll go ahead and do like a VM22 upgrade video. It's a pretty cheap carburetor that make these things run pretty good. I'm happy with the performance on them with like a small build. We're going to do a bunch of other cool things with this thing. See what we can't show you guys. Just going ahead and grabbing these 3 gas tank bolts here. Pretty simple engine to tear down at the end of the day, guys. This should be pretty informative, give you every step of the way to get it tore down, ready for any build, a rebuild. Whatever you guys are doing with your engine, pretty much everything here applies to the 212, the Ghost. It's all going to be relatively the same. I mean, even the Hemi's pretty close. That linkage comes out of there that goes between the governor arm and stock throttle linkage. We're going to go ahead and grab those case bolts. Here at iTwist Wrench TV, we just kind of leave the recoil starter on there while we're pulling the case bolts. Just easier for me that way. We got this little start-stop switch here. That ground right there that you're seeing us unbolt is able to be grounded anywhere on the block. As long as it's grounded, it will function properly, so you can relocate that to anywhere you see fit. You guys can splice a different one in. Anything you guys want to do there will really work. You guys can, splice that directly into your, on-off switch that's already on your go-kart, mini bike, side-by-side, sand rail, golf cart, whatever you're putting it on, whatever you're having fun with at the end of the day. There's 2 coil bolts come up out of there. That comes off with the stop-start switch. That grounds the coil off. That's how those function. Grab those 2 exhaust nuts. 1/2-inch wrench is what I use to get it off. I've seen people use a thin wall socket. I just find the wrench to work a little bit easier. In my personal opinion, I would never bolt this back on if it wasn't for the video. I absolutely cannot stand the stock exhaust system that they put on these. Super restrictive, can't make very much power with them. It's just not the best situation if you're trying to have fun. Like, I almost can't say this enough. These things are really, really simple. Don't let someone tell you that you need to take it to your local small engine shop. I mean, these things are stupid simple, you guys. These 3 bolts here with the throttle linkage. If I had $1 for every time I said though in this video, I'm pretty sure I'd be way better off, maybe doing a big block for the first video. Get the 4 valve cover bolts out of there. I like how they painted this black on the 224 Pro Max. Use a screwdriver to pop the valve cover up and out of our way. Pop the connector on the on-off or start-stop switch, whatever you want to call it. Let me remind you guys again that I am rougher than most with these small engines because, again, it will run. So, yes, I am grabbing an impact to get off the rocker arm nuts so that I can get down in there to the head bolts, take everything apart. This one didn't want to go as smooth, so I had to grab the wrench out. Nice little ratcheting wrench. I love those things, makes my life way easier. Go ahead, grab the rocker arms out so I can get down to the push rods. I'm going to be grabbing my 12mm socket for the head bolts, but first I'm going to have to grab the heat shield off the bottom so I can get down in there. To 8mm there on the sides of the head. Free up the head and allow it to come off. I just do a little cross hatch here with the 12mm to keep the head gasket good. Maybe I use that head gasket, maybe I don't on the rebuild. You know, it's always good to have one around, you know, just for like testing, seeing if, you know, a big race cam's good for these engines or not. I'd leave it hanging on the shelf. That was an exhaust valve lash cap that we just showed you there, or button, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead and pull those head dowels out. Going to be working on grabbing the crankshaft keyway here, a flat top screwdriver, and a mallet's really the answer. Prop it up on its side. Just give it a quick tap. It'll come out nice and simple. You shouldn't really have to beat on it, unless yours is, you know, seized in there, rusted. Maybe some heat will help, PB blaster. Go ahead and flip the engine around so you can get to that flywheel nut in there. That's going to be a 13/16 or 22mm socket. Another tool that I forgot to add in there. Apologize for that. You guys should really stay tuned with us throughout this series. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff. Porting and polishing heads, you know, upgrading valve springs, the whole 9 yards. Is going to be an awesome rodeo that we got going on with these 224s. We might even throw boost at one. There's that 22mm socket going onto that flywheel nut there. Go ahead, tilt it up onto its side. A couple small taps with this mallet's going to get her done. She should fall right off of there for you guys. I mean, I've had ones that I've used for years come right off of there with a couple quick mallet taps. I've seen pullers, all kinds of different other stuff used. Grab those side cover bolts off. Those are going to be 10 mils. Just go ahead, pull it up nice and even and straight so you don't ruin your gasket. If you don't have the gasket, these 224s come with the plastic cam. Lovely. Gonna have to get that upgraded. Pull those lifters up and out of there. And a 10mm wrench is what's used here for the factory connecting rod cap bolts. Should be able to work them out by hand. They've been oiled. Sitting in the crankcase. Go ahead and work those both out of there. Get those out of your way. That cap should come off pretty simply after that. Go ahead and just pull her up out of there. Give the crank a little rotation. Push the bottom of the piston up by your hand. Make sure you get the orientation right on your connecting rod. Put your cap back on. Set it up in your parts tray. Pull your crank out, and we are pretty much there, you guys. Please stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be doing a governor removal. Please comment, like, subscribe. That'd be awesome. Help us out at the beginning of our channel here. That's how that 224 looked after we tore it down. Again, that's the pictures I showed you guys in the beginning. I appreciate you staying with us until the end. Until next time on iTwist Wrench TV, thank you very much. Have a good day.